Hello, my name is Frank Douglas. I'm a professional juggler, a magician, an entertainer. I've been on adventures all over. Let me tell you, all over. And I've learned some skills. I'd really like to share those skills with you now. So come, let me show you some skills, and maybe someday, this could be you too. Hey everybody. Now before I get started, a couple of things, like I said in the previous videos. One, if you're going to mouth inflate your balloons, ew, make sure you have eye protection on, because popping a balloon in your eye will create new curse words in your vocabulary that you don't want to use around people. And second is never give a balloon to a child under the age of 3, or any child that is orally fixated. If they have to pull the binky out to give them the balloon, don't do it. It's that simple. We're going to add one more thing to that today, and don't do it wearing like really heavy Renaissance wool stuff. That's not really... Why don't we twist our unicorn entrails into doggies? No, this is coming off. It's summertime. I had the air conditioner going. Okay, that thing's coming off. So, gonna be doing some balloons. These are gonna be balloon swords. Like I said, under normal circumstances, this would be like one of the first balloons you learn. But I kind of wanted to save it to do this video because of my involvement with history groups and Ren fairs and stuff like that. I have a bit of an affinity for swords, and the people who I expect to see this first probably have an affinity for swords also. Bonnie Elizabeth Scott, I'm waving at you. The idea of this, however, is if you're a balloon twister and you're seeing this, being able to do more than one balloon sword and do it quickly, like in line work type stuff, really sets you apart and really gives people like a, oh. And kids love being given the detail of something. But we're going to start from the beginning. The very simplest. Like I said, normally this would be in just any old balloon twist video. Hey, new to balloon twisting, here, make a sword. It would be that would be it. This is the very, very basic knight's sword. This is a one-twist balloon creation. Blow your balloon pretty much all the way up. Burp it. Tie off your knot. You roll the knot if you like. Gives you a little bit of a pommel on the end. Now I'm going to squish this so that piece goes away. So I'm going to squish the balloon a little bit and that'll go away. And then I'm going to stretch it. Because I can. Makes it longer, makes it a little straighter. Come down here to the knot. Grab it, fold it into an S. Or a Z, depending on which way you're looking. Number 2. Wrap the whole thing together. Wrap your hands around it and give it a twist. You'll end up with 2 petals. Like that. Yes. Tie a heart here and you have a flower. Or, like in the other video where I show you how to actually make the flower, that's a stem to your flower. Or it's your knight's sword. Straighten the blade, because kids like it to be a knight's sword. That's it. Now, if you're going to actually hand this to somebody, either lock twist it by bringing the handle through one of the petals, or the keons, the crossguard. Or, if this is too small, which on the samurai sword it will definitely be too small, here it's I could probably do it, but you pain in the butt. Grab handle and keon. Twist. Oh, switch them. Just switch the daylights out of it in multiple directions. So this way it's less likely to come undone here. Because the kids are going to beat the heck out of it. It will come untwisted otherwise. Right now it's more of a Rubik's Cube trying to get it untwisted. So that is your knight's sword. If you want to make it a little bit fancier, You can tulip twist this instead of doing the rolled knot. But I'm going to show you that to you on a more advanced sword. Next sword, I'm going to be doing a lot of blue because I think that's all I'm going to do. Okay, and take two. Apparently when you're using your phone and the camera and the phone rings, it cuts your video. So, take two. The next sword we're going to do, I'm going to show you two variations on this one really quick. This is a cutlass, a pirate sword, a cavalry saber, something with a knuckle guard, basically. I'm going to show you a basic one and a little bit of a slightly fancier one. For the basic one, you're going to blow it up pretty much all the way. Give it a little bit of burp. And a squish. And we're pretty much full all the way. I'm going to do an ear twist here because I hate seeing the knots. I hide knots whenever I can do it. Yes, doggies have the knot on the nose, but otherwise I do my best to get rid of it. So you're going to do your ear twist here. Knot is disappeared. You're going to do a full twist here about... You're going to have to get the balloon through this hole. So give yourself some space. As you practice, you'll be able to get this tighter. Not too tight. Still looks good. Twist that. You can push the ear twist through there to lock it if you like. So you have like one loop and the rest. Take this, give it a good stretch, bring it up, and put it through that loop. You may want to give it a bend here. Straighten it out. This is your pirate sword. If you want it more cutlass-like, you can always pull it across and give it a curve. So, now a little bit of a fancy variant. And this is usually how I will do it because kids like fancy. Not quite all the way up. I probably could have made that a little bit more, but give it a good squish. Again, make the knot go away. Give yourself that loop again. Now what you're going to do is form the knuckle bar, the knuckle bow. And how you're going to do that is do a bunch of little 1-inch bubbles. Now there are swords in history that had like a chain that would hang from the cross guard down to the pommel. You could say it's one of those too, if anyone knows what you're talking about. I do, and I appreciate it. When you run out of room or you have enough bubbles that you think it looks cool, bring that and put it back through here. And then what I like to do is give a little bit of a bend to the handle here. Just fold it over and squish it. And it'll give it a little bit of a attitude there. And then stretch and shape your blade as you like. And that is your fancy pirate or cutlass, cutlass or cavalry saber type sword. Okay, next sword. Now we're going to get fancy. Let's see if we can do this. You can do it. I trust you. First thing I got to do is teach you something called a pop twist. A pop twist involves popping the balloon. On purpose. I'm going to show you the pop twist first. So, I'm going to put a pop twist halfway through this balloon. It doesn't matter, I'm just showing you the twist. I'm going to start by make a twist. Squishy, squishy, squishy. You're going to make an ear twist here, make it a little bit squishy. So there's your little 1-inch balloon there. We're going to put an ear twist here. Going to put a bubble here. This bubble does not matter how big it is because it's going to pop. So just put another twist here. Squishy, squishy. Put a ear twist here. Now here comes the interesting part. You're going to take these two ear twists, you're going to split twist those. So you're going to push them through themselves. Let's see if I can do this so you can see it. Through themselves. And basically turn it inside out and make another ear twist. And give that 3 twists. You end up with that kind of situation. You're going to do it with both of these. So this one here is going to go through itself. You're splitting itself with the twist. Really hard to show on this camera. Give that one 3 twists. 1, 2, 3. And so you have your ear twist that's split, your ear twist that's split. You can do this with just the ear twist, except it's very likely to come undone. This still is not foolproof, but splitting the ear twist definitely helps. Then, fair warning, pop! You pop the middle balloon. That's an ear twist. That's a pop twist. You'll end up using these a lot-ish. Once you learn it, you'll find lots of uses for them. Arms on teddy bears, legs on doggies, or people that legs are, you can have them walking. I do a 1 balloon motorcycle where the handlebars are like that. But we're going to use it for a sword. So, there's a lot of twists in this, so leaving a little extra up here is going to be a good idea. Start with the pommel. We're going to do a tulip twist at the pommel. Your tulip twist, which I showed in the other video. That is your tulip twist. That is your pommel. And you need to figure how big your handle is going to be. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put an ear twist here. Ear twist. Now you're going to work a pop twist here. So that's going to be about a 2 or 3 inch bubble. Squishy ear twist. So here's your pommel, here's an ear twist, here's your part of your cross guard. Here is going to be part of your pop twist. Twisty, twisty. This is going to be the bubble that pops. This is going to be your... This is the bubble that pops. This is going to be the bubble that becomes the next ear twist. And you notice we're running out of balloon here real quick. Ear twist. Ear twist, bring it through. And 1, 2, and 3 or so. And then you're going to, okay, pommel, ear twist, cross guard, pop twist. The next bubble you make needs to be the same size as this one, because that's your other cross guard. And then you're going to need another ear twist, and that's going to be the end of your sword. And notice how much sword we got left. You're going to take these two ear twists. So this is where we're at. You have your tulip twist, ear handle, ear twist, cross guard, pop twist, ear twist, pop, ear twist, cross guard, ear twist, blade. Take this ear twist and this ear twist, or the handle and the blade, push them together, and twist this whole lot together. Okay? It's going to be a mess. Pop this. Fair warning, pop. And you're going to have a mess. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the handle and you're going to push it opposite the blade. Each one of these ear twists is going to go to either side of the handle. You're going to adjust the ear twists so they're even, because then they become the gems in your fancy sword. Straighten your blade, and that is your fancy knight sword. You can one-up this and make this even fancier by not doing these ear twists. The center ear twist, and by marriage twisting a balloon here and making two ear twists out of a different color balloon and working them in there, you can change this and make this a different color gem. I think I used those, I think I did one of those on the intro to this video, so you can take a look at that. But that's your fancy knight sword. You know what, to save editing time, I'm just going to keep going. The next sword. That's probably the most difficult sword you're going to do. So, I probably should leave this till the end. But I'm not. So, to let the Eastern guys in on this, let's do a samurai sword or a ninja sword. Depends on what the kid asks for. Just tell him it's what it is. Samurai swords are curved. Sure. Sounds like a good enough story. Most of the way up. Burp it because it's a sword. Give it a stretch. Do your tulip twist at the pommel. Give it a slightly longer handle. Now remember, the longer the handle is, the shorter the blade's going to be. And kids usually just want to bop each other. So, give the kid a chance. You're now going to do a slightly longer handle. Then do just 3 little fold twists like that. 1. Yeah, it could be a flower. Don't tell them that. They'll be upset. I don't want a flower. I want a sword. 2. 3. As I'm guessing, you can figure at this point if you want to. No. Ninja sword, just make it straight. At this point, I'm pretty sure you can figure you can do just about anything as long as the kid can bop themselves with it. But the more specific you can make it, the better the kids like it. I am going to do one more. Because for those of you who don't know me, this will give you a little bit of an insight on me. This is going to take 2 balloons, by the way. Throw it up. So much. Doesn't matter, we're only using part of it. Pommel. Tulip twist. Hate the knots, make them go away. About 1 hand width. Do 2 ear twists. Right next to each other. Don't give them any space. So there's 1 ear twist. That's 1 ear twist, and the other is going right next to it. Ear twists are something you can use to make a 90-degree bend in your balloon. So if you're making geometric figures, you can use an ear twist to do that with. Two of them next to each other, a 90 degree and a 90 degree, when put the correct way, goes right back to the direction it's going. Just gives you some detail in the handle, or an on-off switch. Now here, give it another hand width or so, and do a collection of ear twists. Realistically, you can get away with 2, which I think is what I'm going to do. And twist these up right good. Now I'm twisting the 2 ear twists together. I twist them around the blade. Well, it's not really the blade. So, what we have here is tulip twist, 2 ear twists, 2 ear twists, and this completely useless piece of balloon. I don't need that. The next sword. Then you grab your green balloon or your blue balloon. If you're desperate, you grab your purple balloon. If the kid asks for a red one, kick them and go to the next kid. If you don't get the reference, I can't help you. Blow this one up pretty much all the way. Figure out how long you want the blade to be. Don't make it too long. There's too much leverage involved here, and this joint will not be the greatest. So twist that off and twist it into this configuration of the 2 ear twists. Twist in a bunch of different directions because you're going to have a pain in the neck next time to tie this off any other way. And then take the part that you're not using, get rid of that. You'll have this bit here. You can always tie this in a knot, wrap it around, tie it. It is a sword. Kids are going to beat on these things. And yes, if you didn't think I wasn't going to make a lightsaber in this video, you don't know me real well. Whatever. Hey guys, I just want to make one more note about this because we are making balloon swords. As far as making balloon weaponry is concerned, one, I tend not to make balloon firearms. I did have one kid ask for a bazooka once, and I asked the kid, you do realize a bazooka is nothing more than a pipe with a handle on it, right? And he's like, yeah, I want a bazooka. So I made it. It was pretty lame. All his friends had swords, and they went off beating on each other with swords, and he sat there with his balloon bazooka and pointed it at them, and none of the kids recognized it as a bazooka, nor did they care because it interrupted their balloon fight. You know, they were after swords, not after bazookas, so he wasn't involved. There are some places where the silhouette laws, anything that looks like this, bang bang, is illegal. Yes, that includes balloon guns. Stupid? Yes. Not a lawyer. Not my job to argue it. Just be careful. Also, there are people who don't like weapons in general. Yes, it's a balloon sword. I've been fencing and fighting and dealing with swords my entire life. I find it painful when people find problems with it to the extreme of not letting their kid play with a balloon sword. But I'm also not their parent. Not my job to worry about how they're raising their children as long as no one's actually getting hurt. Them being overly cautious is still better than them not caring at all. So if a parent doesn't want their kid to have a balloon sword, make them a flower, make them a hat, make them a dog, make them whatever. And if their friends have balloon swords, they're probably going to hit their friends with the balloon flower. And they're just going to be kids. So be conscious of it, but, you know, as long as the kid's old enough to have a balloon and the parents let it happen, and you're not some state where pointing your finger at someone and saying, bang, will get you a year in jail, have fun. I hope you enjoy this. My next video may be actually dealing with the real metal swords. I only have a table full of them over here. Thank you very much. If you like this, like and subscribe. Please let your friends know. I'm going to be doing videos on magic, balloons, juggling, that sort of thing. Thank you. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Be good to each other. See you later.